I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So it's been a lot of speculation, news, rumors, especially the beginning of the off season with the whole Aaron Rodgers dynamic. Of the Vikings gonna bring him in? Is JJ McCarthy the guy? Is he this? Is he that? Um, do the Vikings trust him? Will they re-sign Sam Darnold? Will they put all their faith in JJ McCarthy? Is it officially JJ McCarthy's team? And I think now we officially know by this time, especially what's going on, the deals that happened, the deals that haven't happened yet. Oh, Kevin O'Connell, crazy. The Minnesota Vikings organization, definitely 100%, 1000% guaranteed. Matter of fact, believe in JJ McCarthy. He is the guy, he is the future. It is his team as far as now. Now that's up to him to keep it that way. But he's been asking. He said all he wants is a fair chance to be a starter. Well, he's gonna get that, and not only that, he's gonna get a head start. The starting position is already his. I'm gonna get into two articles. One, Kevin O'Connell just simply speaking on McCarthy. The second one, Kevin O'Connell speaking about the backup quarterback situation. And we're gonna see what he has to say. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, dog, it is JJ McCarthy's team. All the speculations, all these rumors, low key disrespect, correct as well. But JJ McCarthy, it's up to JJ McCarthy to kill that noise. They sleeping, wake them up. Huh? It's up for him to go make them put respect on his name, period, at the end of the day, dog. Hands down, man down, no debating. But it's time for JJ McCarthy, dog. It is the time. The era has begun. And he has a great coach that he can learn up under, be developed by. Kevin O'Connell, like I say, the QB whisperer, that's no secret. That's nothing new. He finally has his protege, finally has the guy he identified, finally has the guy he wanted, pointed out, said, no, boom, this is my guy. This is who we rocking and rolling with, and let's go get it. Let Sam Darnold go, denied Aaron Rodgers, denied Tannehill even, period, dog. To the point where people are saying they're going to draft a quarterback late in the drafts. So we're going to see how it shakes out and pans out. But at the end of the day, we know we are for certain, the JJ McCarthy era has began. I repeat, only he can lose the starting position. No doubt, bro. Nothing is given. Everything will be earned, correct? The NFL, best of the best, elite of the elite. And right now, he has the mental advantage over any quarterback that comes in the building. As far as knowing the playbook, learning the playbook, Kevin O'Connell is going to get more creative, right? But at the end of the day, McCarthy knows the scheme, knows the game plan, been around his personnel for a year now, talking to him, learning them, building relationships, et cetera, correct? So at the end of the day, he has a head start. Now the physical part comes in. Rumor, speculation, news has been he's up to speed, up to par, getting better, gaining weight, et cetera, putting the work in, putting the rehab in, and it's going well. What more could you ask for, right? What more could you ask for at this moment? Healthy, ready to play ball, understand the playbook, building a relationship with Kevin O'Connell, Quasi, etc. They believe in him. They named him the guy already. Whether they haven't they haven't said it verbatim, dog, which they probably would never come out and say it just to keep a little pressure on JJ McCarthy. So I'm glad he still thinks he has to earn it. But we know from the actions that have taken place, it's McCarthy's time. The question is, what will he do? Will he shine, baby? Will he shine? Everybody believes in him, vouched for him, stamped him, co-signed him. Jim Harbaugh speaks highly of him, right? Former teammate. So the ball is in his court, in his corner. How will he react? Will he play ball? Will he step up to the challenge, dog? Or will he be average, just another guy in the league? I don't think so. I think he can be elite, will be elite. But at the end of the day, it's on him. How much work, time, effort will he put in? Is he prepared? Is he ready, dog? Is he scared? Is he bout it, fool? We're going to see, bro. We're going to see. Get into these articles real quick, man. But I'm definitely excited. Definitely excited about the JJ McCarthy era. No doubt. Let's get to the Kevin O'Connell speaks on McCarthy first. Let's talk about that one. Give me 1 second. And like we all know, Kevin O'Connell has believed in him since day one. Let's get it. 5 takeaways from Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell's pre-draft news conference. The Vikings began this year's offseason program Monday when Kevin O'Connell talked about quarterback JJ McCarthy, this week's NFL draft, and more. Let's get into it. Shout out KOC. Vikings players returned to the team's Eagan headquarters Monday when all NFL clubs with returning head coaches could begin their offseason workout programs. Let's get it. The time has come. Now what's getting real? Now what's getting real deal? No Holyfield, but shout out respect to Holyfield, right? Here's a boxing legend, baby. Let's work. Strength and conditioning. Side note, strength and conditioning. Is the coach ready? Does he have a program built to build these players up? Stamina, power, size, speed, etc. Progressiveness we're going to see. Many players recovering from injuries, such as second-year quarterback JJ McCarthy, hadn't really left while continuing their rehabilitation this offseason at TCO Performance Center. But Coach Kevin O'Connell said McCarthy, last year's 10th overall pick, will have no limitations when NFL rules allow full team practices to resume next month. For now, O'Connell is limited to watching McCarthy throw to receivers without any coverage. All work is work. All work is work right now, especially for McCarthy, baby. Huh? All work is good work for him, correct? Getting acclimated to the speed of the game, throwing the football, readjusting, getting his knee right, finding his rhythm, finding his game, his throwing technique, his accuracy, his arm, baby, his own identity as an NFL quarterback, baby. Different story, different ball game. A lot of pressure on him, but guess what? Pressure doesn't bust pipes, dog. It points out the weakness. It exposes weakness, baby, period. And I don't think JJ McCarthy is weak. I don't think JJ McCarthy is going out like that, straight up. I stand on that 10 toes down. You hear me? Believe that. Big SKOL here, SKOL Vikes, win, lose, or draw forever, no matter how it go. The biggest. He's making a lot of throws that are required in our offense, O'Connell said Monday. Different types of drops, different types of rhythm and timing, and the total number of throws based upon what I've heard and what we'll ask of him this spring. I don't know if he'll have a day where he'll throw as many balls as he was throwing during a 2-hour rehab session when he was pairing with running and lifting. I think he's already there. Now it's a matter of applying it. Correct. So he's working out, he's lifting, he's running. Oh, baby, he's right on schedule. He's right on cue. Let's get it, baby. Shout out McCarthy. Make them eat their words, McCarthy. Make them eat their damn words. Believe that. Here are 5 takeaways from O'Connell's pre-draft news conference. McCarthy ready to hit the ground running. Let's get it. What will O'Connell be looking for in McCarthy's development as he takes the reins of the first team offense this spring? The growth through the installations, how the quarterback fits with those installations, and his absorption of what we're doing, O'Connell said. It'll be a matter of what do the X's and O's look like when there's no competitive games? What do the fundamentals and technique look like when we're really trying to harness growth? And then that development word comes in where we might not be talking in the same lens as we did a year ago when everything was brand new. I think he's ready to hit the ground running as of today. So there you go. Once again, Kevin O'Connell fully believes that McCarthy has high hopes for him. It's very clear and evident. And like he said previously, he just got to apply it now. The work has been put in. The work really is done. Well, not done, He got a lot to prove. But as far as rehab work, getting back into the game and the rhythm and the mix, he's throwing footballs now, even after weight training. So he's there, dog. He's right there. Now it's on him for real. I understand staying healthy, staying available, all that matters. But he don't need to worry about that. That shouldn't be in the back of his mind. Forget injury. Focus on being 1,000% playing your best football. Everything else will pan itself out no matter what happens, win, lose, or draw. Play your best ball. Be prepared for the opportunity at hand, McCarthy, period, dog. Point blank, period. You hear me? That's all, dog. Yeah. Vikings being patient at backup QB. The Vikes' plans behind McCarthy are still to be determined. Only Brett Rippon, a scout team player highly regarded by O'Connell, is currently signed behind their new starter. O'Connell said the team looked into trade possibilities and that we've been patient in their pursuit after Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones signed elsewhere in March. We're going through a process of just figuring out who is the player we want to solidify that room with, O'Connell said. Eventually, we'll complete that room out and still have a competitive situation there, however you look at it. Competitive, baby, competitive sport. That's good for JJ. Whoever they bring in, he needs to be able to compete and allow JJ McCarthy to compete at a high level to take his game to the highest level. Maximum potential, baby. Bring it out of him. Heavy player development, player development. Very important, a major key. I stand on that 10 toes down. Heavy, no way around it, no debating it, huh? You hear me? Let's get it, man. We have a pretty detailed plan of how we want to go about it. And when that happens, the timing of it remains to be seen. Only 4 picks in the NFL draft. So this is what O'Connell has to say. O'Connell said the Vikings roster is in a place where they don't need to do anything. So he believes in a roster. He believes in the talent. No more excuses. The time is now. As far as filling a glaring hole, O'Connell noted this year's free agent haul, in which the Vikings guaranteed about $100 million at signing for ex-Colts blockers Will Fries and Ryan Kelly, and ex-49ers defensive tackle Javon Hargrave, and ex-Commanders defensive tackle Jonathan Allen, as a way that offsets their shortage of draft capital. Like I've been saying, the maneuvers that Kwesi made, they can go either way. They can pretty much do what the hell they want in the draft. And how great of a feeling is that, to have that advantage, correct? Not have to stress or overthink, should we go quarterback? Should we go safety, this position, that position, cornerback? No, they can go best player available. Heavy, bro, period. You know what I'm saying? That's the spicy thing about it right there. Let's get it, man. SKOL Vikes. I think we've gone about the process like we have for much more than 4 picks, O'Connell said. It certainly feels like it. I'm sure it'll really feel like it on Thursday and Friday and Saturday when we're recognizing a lot of these names that are getting selected. But at the same time, when our picks come up, we should have a really, really good feel for the players in those areas. Let's get it, man. We feel like we have a roster where we can truly be selective on who we're going to pick. Let's get it, man. Coaching staff changes. As we know, it's been some coaching staff changes this offseason. Coaches being hired, coaches going, leaving, coaching elsewhere for other teams. That's the part of the business. Is how it goes, man. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles, correct? Let's get into it. The Vikings finalized their 2025 coaching staff, moving assistant inside linebackers coach Thad Borgardus to outside linebackers. Assistant head coach Mike Pettin had overseen the position since former Vikings assistant Mike Smith took a personal leave during 2023 training camp and did not return. Prayers go out to him and his family and his loved ones. Hopefully everything worked out well for him. The move frees up Pettin, the former Browns head coach who gave O'Connell his first NFL coaching job in 2015, to fulfill his original job description in Minnesota. We really saw him being truly an extension to help me, O'Connell said of Pettin. I get pulled in a lot of different directions. So to have a defensive perspective in the offensive meeting room, much like we have a former NFL quarterback in the defensive room in Charlie Fry, kind of the way Brian Flores and I have imagined our staffs. Man sharpen iron, dog. I mean, man sharpen man, iron sharpen iron, correct? Respect, collaboration, but positive collaboration, huh? Team building for collaboration. Let's get it, baby. Injury updates on Darisaw and Blackman. You can't wait to receive both of them back. One star and one potential star, I believe, in Blackman. Let's get it. The Vikings are in a good spot with injured players, O'Connell said, noting that left tackle Christian Darisaw is running again. Noting that left tackle Christian Darisaw is running again after the October 24 tears to the ACL and MCL in his left knee. The fact that he's running, oh man, beautiful. Music to your ears, right? Beautiful music to your ears, correct? Let's get it, man. Shout out Christian Darisaw, dog. The best left tackle in the league if he can stay healthy for a full season. Period. I stand on that 10 toes down, not moving off it, not budging, huh? You hear me? Not ever budging. Period, homie. He's that dude. He's that guy. He's that man. Big dog on the field. For real, believe it. He's lifting, he's running, O'Connell said. Now it's just a matter of maintaining, and he's had such a professional focus. That's what it's about, baby. Professional focus. Get back right. Get back right. The only thing that matters is football, baby. Football right now. Now, of course, we know it's life after football, life things that matter more than football, of course. But at the end of the day, dog, period. You lock in when you lock in. And they should be locked in, bro. Hitting, clicking on all cylinders. Only thing that should matter, getting that Super Bowl ring. That should be the biggest goal, the major goal, homie. Everything else, boom. Especially when the season starts, correct? All the exterior shit, nah, get it up out of there. Get it up out of there. You dig me, dog? It's not contributing to nothing. No success on the field, get it up out of there. Period. Finito, de nada. You heard? Cornerback Mekhi Blackman is nearing the end of his rehab from a torn ACL he suffered in late July at the start of his second training camp. He's expected to return to football activities before the team ends spring practices in mid-June, O'Connell said. Fries, recovering from an October 6th broken leg, ooh, damn, it's a big injury there, and Hargrave, who suffered a torn triceps in September, will also be limited this spring. So, battling with some injuries, part of the game, part of the process. I don't want to hear about, oh, these guys are injured, they can't participate in the spring. No, kill that noise, homie. What matters at the end of the day the most, when September comes, first game of the season, they can play, they available. What matters even more than that, January, February comes around, December football comes around. Are your best players healthy? That's what matters, bro. So kill out that noise about, oh, spring. They're not practicing in spring ball. They're not participating in early spring camps. So what? Why would they? Why should they? As long as they're working out, getting their conditioning, getting the mental reps, that's all that matters, bro. They'll be all right. They'll be okay. They're elite players in the NFL, period. Even though I didn't know that Will Fry's injury was so severe. Broken leg, that's heavy. Broken leg, that's very heavy, especially for offensive linemen, defensive linemen. You're putting so much pressure and weight on that leg, ankle, knee, etc. Week in, week out, snap in, snap out. You really never give it a break, never give it a rest, right? So a lot of pressure, but Will Fries, young dude, put the work in, have a great rehab, come back, bigger, faster, stronger. That's all he can do. Zone in on the positivities, homie, period. He's a mauler. I know he's a dang mauler. I can't wait to see him maul people, move bodies. That's the biggest thing. Move bodies, Fry. You hear me, dog? Straight up. Believe that. Let's get it, man. That's what it is. You know? Yeah, man. The second article is not needed. This article pretty much broke down everything in every aspect. But the point is, once again, this is officially JJ McCarthy's team. The belief is there. The backup support is there. No reason, no more excuses for him. He should not fail. He should succeed. If JJ McCarthy is the one that everyone thinks he is, most importantly, Kwesi O'Connell, the Vikings organization, then he should be very, very successful. Make history, baby. Make history. Fire them comments up. Feedback is much appreciated. Let me know what you thought about the video, huh? Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell, homie. Big SKOL here. SKOL Vikes, win, lose, or draw forever. Believe that. Yeah. Uh-oh. We run the North.